I've discussed this with you at length. You're not allowed to go out there. You're not allowed to. Look, doggy. No. Doggy has to go to bed. All right, doggy can sit down there. Doggy has to go down. Thoughts. Thought patrol in full effect. Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. They come down here stinking of all manner of stuff. I mean, you know, they're followers of Cy Twiddy, so they go in line with having his sort of musty, feral kind of woodland creature odour, which means that quite often they're accompanied by sort of small critters, you know, rodents, squirrels, rodents, probably. Squirrels, mice, voles, you know, that sort of thing. Moles, sometimes even they're feeling their way around. Obviously, all high-value targets to Long Dog. She's keen to... If anything, I will say these thoughts, they're kind of like a sort of... They're like Pied Pipers of small woodland creatures. Occasionally, you might see a newborn rabbit following them down the stairs into Trickstar, and you'll never see them again. It's like they're all coming off some sort of strange, thotty construction line. They may not even exist. Now that I think about it, you know, you see them, you smell them, you taste them. You see the woodland creatures that follow them. Beg your pardon? Look, if I want your opinion, I'll ask for it. Oh no, she's breached the barricades now, which are trying to get to the second row of barricades, then blocking the door. No, it looks like she's being foiled by the second row of barricades. Maybe the bed, maybe in your bed. It's just a thought, isn't it? It's always there as an option. That's why I bought it for you, for doggies to lie in. Yeah, no, they're not coming in here. Well, they might come in here, but they'll be sent straight away. This is a thought free zone. Unbelievable. Guys, it's Thursday. Lord of mercy. So much to do, so much to see, so much to talk about. So many hairy-handed workouts left to have. Looking out of the window at the grey sky, the rain coming down, strumming away at your instrument, just, playfully strumming the strings, learning a few new chords, a few new scales before firing your creations off into the sky, into the world, into the ether, into oblivion. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Will. I am your Batman. I am your host. I am your lover, your friend, but not your mother. I will not clean up your dirty underwear from your floor. I will not remove the dirty plates. I will not hit the crusty wank sock with a hammer to soften it in order to sort of effectively reclaim it. Like, I ain't running an architectural salvage yard for wank socks. It's kind of what I'm getting at here. Guys, it's a radio show. There's only so far. My remit is only so far. Unbelievable. Guys, oh yeah, new lad, jizz face. This is we covered this yesterday. New lad at Frisk's work is jizzed in his own face. I don't know whether or not intentionally or by accident. Either is plausible. But anyway, that's news. Rob Humphrey's birthday. God bless him. And God bless Robin Hood. It's coffee and memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Slugger. It's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes on Threshold.fm and, of course, YouTube. where you can sit and watch my face as it moves around, darts about the screen, spewing any nonsense that comes into my head with no particular filter in mind, just straight from my turgid brain box out of my unclean mouth. Long Dog has now found, I guess that looks like some of the paper that was housing the slices of cake from Monday. So that's obviously quite a high value target for the cake remnants that's still on it. What are you doing? You're not. Look, get your act together. Get your act together. Lobsters, guys. Look, stuff in the news today. There is stuff. There is stuff in the news. This is my favourite story from a little while. I mean, it's in its sort of banality and meaninglessness. I quite liked it. I quite like it. It's a real exercise in just doing stuff for absolutely no reason whatsoever. We bought £2,000 Thomas Cook holiday to New York, knowing we would never go on it. This has been such a bizarre story. Exclusive. Well, the Mirror have got the exclusive on this for absolute fucking scoop. Chris and wife Steph had been saving Thomas Cook vouchers for a dream Disneyland family holiday, but spent them before they became worthless, just hours before Thomas Cook went bust. Shrewd, not really, dad of 5, Chris King, walked into Thomas Cook's shop just hours before they went bust and spent $2,000 on a holiday to New York using vouchers which could now be worthless. Chris and his wife Steph have been saving the vouchers for a dream holiday to Disneyland with 3 children. When they were old enough. But after hearing that Thomas Cook were on the verge of going bust, he rushed down to the local store in Reading, Berkshire, and splashed out on a last-minute holiday just 2 hours before they closed, in the hope that he would be covered by atoll protection. I bet you any money he's not. Chris, 41, said, I walked into the shop and the 3 of them stopped and looked at me like I was an outsider walking into a Western bar. They thought I was crazy. I felt bad going into the shop, but I'd not done it. If I'd not done it then, the vouchers could well have been worthless. It was a bit of an awkward situation because one of the ladies had been working there for 30 years. I said, I know you might be out of a job, but can you help me out? She replied, let's book something. So Chris went through the whole process of booking a holiday he knew he wouldn't be going on. We chose a long weekend in New York for May next year. Lovely. We hadn't done any research, so we were sitting there looking at hotels and TripAdvisor reviews. No, let's find a nice one. Let's make sure that it's well reviewed. Let's somewhere downtown. We chose the Millennium Hotel in downtown. Chris's wife, Steph, 34, had won the vouchers at an award at work. Well done, Steph. Project manager Chris added, because we wanted to spend all the vouchers, we even upgraded to premium economy class. Wow, you racy bitches. When the lady went through to the Thomas Cook booking line and explained she had a customer wanting to book a holiday, I think they were a bit surprised. She printed off the receipt, booking reference. Our flights were through Virgin. So when I got home, I logged on and chose our seats. It was bittersweet, booking a holiday we knew would never be going on. We woke this morning to hear that Thomas Cook had gone bust. We're lucky because we're not stranded anywhere, and we're hopefully not out of pocket. We just need to work out how to claim our money back. Yeah, I bet you it doesn't cover vouchers. Thomas Cook collapsed and entered compulsory liquidation in the early hours of this morning. The collapse has put 20,000 jobs at risk, including 9,000 in the UK, and resulted in all of the company's flights and holidays being cancelled. Do they not see this thing coming? Because like everyone's going on holiday, like they must know that it's inevitable. It's not like they just check in one morning. They think everything's sort of going fine. They check in one morning and like, I don't know, open up the spreadsheet. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. We've gone bust. What do you mean we've gone bust? Were you not keeping an eye on this? I don't know. The accounts lady, she's been on holiday. What? Now she needs to be repatriated as well. You sort of see it coming and maybe you tell people not to. I don't know. I don't know. Last-minute talks to try and save the world's oldest travel firm failed last night as more than 60,000 customers were on trips abroad. 600,000 customers were on trips abroad. Yikes. The CAA will work with the government to bring 150,000 Brits currently overseas with Thomas Cook back to the UK. The repatriation process will take place over the next 2 weeks, from September the 23rd to Oxford 6th, with the help of a fleet of aircraft from around the world. God, imagine having to organise all that bollocks. Christ. Customers who booked a package with Thomas Cook will get their money back thanks to Atoll Protection. If you booked an Atoll-protected holiday with Thomas Cook, but your flights are with an airline unrelated to the Thomas Cook Group, your flights might still be available, but your accommodation and transfers may not be. If the holiday costs between £100 and £30,000, imagine going on a 30 grand holiday, and you booked as part of it on a credit card, you should be able to reclaim the money from them thanks to Section 75 of the Consumer Credit Act. Consumer experts say it's highly likely that gift cards or vouchers will be worthless, depending on what happens to the company. Well, never mind, eh? Better luck next holiday. Better luck next time you book. Fucking hell. Guys, shoe throwers, what are we talking about? Yachty, Temple Run, Oblivion, Reaper, Leveled Crusher, Tobax. So they're your little hitters for today. Why don't we just cruise into the morning with this Tobax bit, Level Crusher. No reason not to. Apparently Thomas Cook went bust because they found some of Thomas's tweets from about 8 years ago, and dearie me. Found some tweets saying that there are only 2 genders, so he's gone. He's out. See you, buddy. Cancelled. Thomas Cook's cancelled. bicycle. Where does one get a bicycle these days? Does one buy a new bicycle or does one buy a second-hand bicycle? Do we just buy stolen bicycles now? Is that the way one acquires a bicycle? Don't worry, I'm not going to go full cyclist. No lycra. Wear enough lycra at jiu-jitsu. I don't need to start wearing lycra on a fucking bicycle. What do you do? Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, buy a moody bicycle. I would never assume. Oh no. Right. Okay. Frisk, they're saying, are you assuming the cycle's gender? No, you would be, but with the addition of bi, you would be assuming the cycle's sexuality, not the cycle's gender. You fucking dunce. But there was an old Alexi Sale comedy sketch about a lesbian bike shop in Brighton called Menstrual Cycles. Don't know why I remember that. It's funny though. Good pun. Anyway, listen guys, where'd you get a bicycle from? Are we buying moody bikes off of Facebook Marketplace? Is that how it works? Do you just find those ones that are chained to lampposts that have like 50 quid? And then when the guy turns up, you just give him like, I don't know, an eighth of hash. And you go, yeah, all right then. Yeah, you go and buy a 10 bag of crack from somewhere. When it turns out like, yeah, you could have I'd actually have to get the cash point and stuff. It might take a while. Or you just have this 10 bag of crack. Yep, all right, there you go, done. Yeah, backstreet distribution. Yeah, fine. These midnight entrepreneurs. Guys, it's beard. That's the only problem with the beard. The hairs, they get up the nose. And then they show no mercy. They show absolutely no mercy at all. Guys, where are we? What the hell's going on? Yes, nursing home fined after 4 residents test positive for cocaine. Good. Okay, good. This sounds like fun. This sounds like the sort of nursing home I would like to retire to. Dominic Smithers, my boy, he's on the case. Dominic Smithers, one day we'll be lovers. We'll skip through the meadows, and you can peg me into oblivion. Dominic Smithers. A nursing home has been fined after 4 of its residents tested positive for cocaine. Regal Care in New Haven, Connecticut, was slapped with a $1,680 fine after it was discovered that the group of residents had been tested for the dug. Ah, for the dug. Yeah, for the dug in the bally. According to the state's Department of Public Health, DPH, the case dates back to last April. To last April last year. Fucking hell. When one of the centre's residents tested positive after they were seen handing a $1 bill with white powder on it to another person. That is a bit conspicuous, I will say. Inconspicuous? Conspicuous. Conspicuous. I don't know. Yeah. You know, who am I to criticise lab Bible journalists when you don't even have a basic grasp of the English language? The resident, who was handed the $1 bill, had an opioid dependency and also tested positive for cocaine. The doctor later ordered for room searches every day for the next 3 days. Why is this a fucking like a high-security prison? However, the individual's rooms were reportedly only searched 4th of May and 5th of May, and 4th of May and 6th of May, respectively. What? What are you sneezing for? You been on the gear as well? The DPH also stated that fucking hell, Smithers is all over the shop. Look at the state of this. The DPH also stated that on 12 May 12 last year. Again, why are people dropping the th and st from dates? 4 May. No, it's 4th of May. 5th of May, 6th of May, not 6 May, 5 May, 12 May, 12. You fucking dunce, Dominic Smithers. Dunce! The DPH stated that on the 12th of May last year, another resident was found lying on the floor with a large hematoma and was unresponsive for 2 minutes. They later tested positive for the same drug. Wow, they're just getting fucking wild at Regal Care in New Haven. Then, just a few days later, the facility received a phone call from a methadone clinic for informing them that another resident tested positive for cocaine. When asked how they came to be in contact with the substance, the resident said they had been given it by another resident who had gotten it from a nurse aide. They'd gotten it. According to reports, the nurse aide was later fired. But this isn't the only case of malpractice at care homes in the United States. In recent months, 3 centres across the state have been reprimanded. St. Camillus Centre in Stamford was also fined $6,000 after a resident at risk for skin breakdown was found to have stage 2 and stage 3 pressure ulcers on their heels. On 30 May, the Department of Health was stated. But what is this? It's just nonsense, isn't it? Anyway, looks like the elderly of Connecticut care homes are just getting fucking razzed on the lobster powder. Just, dearie me, on the Wesley dust. Just getting fucking twat blasted on the rat powder. Just getting buoyed up, aren't they? Just getting absolutely twat blasted. Razzed off. Just getting razzed. Just getting fucking razzed on the lobster dust. Wild. Anyway, thanks, Dominic Smithers. That was truly one of your absolute worst in terms of not. I don't get this. Is this because this is also like something with fucking millennials of them doing prices, values of money, values of currency with the number before the currency symbol, 400 and then the pound sign, or 400 and then the dollar sign. No, it goes the other way round. But now it might sound like, something not worth getting too much of a tizzy about. The world being what it is. But no, this is the hell I'm prepared to die on. I want that pound sign at the beginning, and I want the TH back or the ST back on the end of the number for a date. You fucking cucks. Fed up with this shit. Outrageous. Who taught you how to do that? Some clown on TikTok. Pathetic. What? Old Town Road's using an X instead of an and. Lil Nas X. Billy Ray Cyrus. It's pathetic. Shut it down. Cancel it. Old Town Road is cancelled, as far as I'm concerned. It's done. Shut it down. Shut it down. What else have we got here? Yeah, Carl Froch believes the world is flat and NASA is fake. Good to have Frochy on our side, guys. Finally, what does he think about Australia? Does he believe it's real? What does he think about birds? Are birds real? Does he think that rollers are a genre? Does he think shoe throwers are a genre? Yep. Does he think Greta Thunberg is AI, as I am starting to suspect? Boxing legend Carl Froch has revealed that he thinks the Earth is flat and that NASA is a fake space agency. Oh, shit! Using computer-generated images to dupe the world's population. Where's the soundboard? Come on, what are we doing now? Come on, where are we? What's Oh, no, turn that off. Come on. Soundboard. Oh, yeah. Come on.
Look into it.
Thank you. Sure, boxers are known for making outlandish statements, but by even those standards, this is a spicy hot take. The former world super middleweight champion claims that he doesn't believe that the world is a globe and won't believe it until someone like Richard Branson launches a mission into space to prove that the Earth is round. Why are you putting faith in Branson? Branson can be bought. We know that. We know this. He's a capitalist fat cat. NASA easily. The Illuminati, yeah, the globalists, they could easily buy Branson if they haven't already. Get him to go up there, fictionalise some pictures of the Earth looking round. Pathetic. Exactly why someone like Richard Branson is more believable than the evidence of science. And other world space agencies isn't immediately clear. But whatever, Carl, you do you. Well, okay, thanks, Tom Wood. Speaking of which, he also assured NASA, accused NASA of releasing pictures of space that are like cartoons. The 42-year-old boxer turned commentator told the Daily Star, the Earth is flat, 100%. There's no proof of the Earth's curvature, and this fake space agency, NASA, uses CGI images, and everyone is different. I'm looking at them like, hang on a minute, they're like cartoons. When someone like Richard Branson goes up there and starts doing chartered flights, you can look back on Earth and see the Earth's curvature, and I'll believe the Earth is a globe. Despite the fact that we can safely assume science isn't Carl's strong suit, it also suggests that maths isn't either. After agreeing to be proven wrong, isn't exactly 100% chance that the Earth is flat, is it? What? Anyway, this isn't the first time that the Form WBC and IBF champ has voiced his concerns about what we're taught to believe in school about the Earth and space. In fact, in an interview with the Daily Express in 2018, he said he believes that the 1969 moon landings didn't actually happen. Well,
look into it.
Intriguingly enough, he made these comments with reference to a potential heavyweight fight between Anthony Joshua and David Haye. Well, he said that that's as likely. Froch said, apparently, we've been to the moon in 1969, 1970. We've been there 6 times. I don't believe a word of it. Some people do. He then added, some people do believe it, though. And to me, that is a miracle. If David Haye says he can go to the moon and rewind the clock and do it all again for his own sake, I hope he can. I don't understand what that means. If David Haye says that he can go to the moon, does he say that? And rewind the clock. What, David Haye says that he can turn back time? He's a Time Lord. David Haye's a Time Lord. David Haye, he's a pussy. He won't fight me. He will not fight the Gypsy King. I'm too sexy for him. I'm too sexy. I'll put him on his bum. I'll put the big boy on his bum. David Haye, he's a pussy. He won't fight me. He's scared of me. He's scared of the Gypsy King. Right. That all checks out then. Well, thanks for that, Tom Wood. That was an appallingly written piece of journalism, as I've come to expect from you. Good bloody stuff. Guys, how about this Temple Run bit by Yachty? Let's see where it goes. This is on Create D&B Music. It's all one word, and it's spelled with an 8. It looks like a nice bike. The guy selling it says that it's very super fast. The very fast bike. Nice, you know. I think it went nice. The outro was good, you know. But it's sort of a whistly thing, kind of like felt like sort of slightly oldie days dubstep, but with a sort of nice kind of rolling sort of stumpy bit to it. Outro was nice. I think it was fine, you know. I think it was fine. You know, I don't think there's any need to go too deep into it. I think it was fine. Listen, yeah, US military apologizes for threat to stealth bomb millennials who tried to storm Area 51. The Pentagon has said sorry for threatening to unleash a stealth bomber on any millennial brave enough to break into the top secret research base, Area 51. On Friday the 20th, more than 2 million people was blah, 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 blah. On Friday, Wow. The last... this is what? The actual... on Friday, the Defense Visual Information Distribution Service, a PR wing of the Department of Defense, shared a picture of a stealth bomber and said it was the last thing millennials will see if they attempt to raid Area 51. So they have capitalized on a meme to threaten an entire generation with the full force of the American military in the form of a stealth bomber, a stealth attack, and I guess about, I don't know, just that 60 or so people, 70 or so people. Wow. Anyway, they've apologized. As last night, a DVID SHUB employee posted a tweet that in no way supports the stance of the Department of Defense. It was inappropriate, and we apologize for this this mistake. I believe that to be hilarious. That's due 76% of Metro readers, so that's good. Roughly 3,000 people turned up to Alien Stock, and Lincoln County Sheriff Kerry Lee said the event was pretty calm. Small group of people gathered outside the two gates near the town of Heichelbech and Rachel until about 4 a.m. on Saturday morning. Sheriff Ciarán R said about 20 people broke off from the group of revellers and acted like they were going to storm, but stopped short. There have been 6 arrests since Thursday last week, all of these misdemeanours, and most were for trespassing. One man was treated for dehydration by festival medics in Rachel, and a man reported missing after heading Thursday from a festival campground in Heichelbech towards Area 51 gate, was found safe and well on Friday morning. 2 crashes were reported involving vehicles hitting cows, although motorists weren't injured. Okay. Well, that sort of went as well as expected, really, didn't it? No alien titties, but no deaths. So, I guess it somewhat balances out. Would have been fun to have had a stealth bomber get them, although I can't help but feel like it might have been a danger close situation there, whereby the stealth bomber might have accidentally bombed Area 51. You know, like a bit cutting off the nose to spite the face, isn't it? Well, you know, they are millennials, so just do what needs to be done. You know. Yes, I'm condoning the use of powerful military force against millennials. Yep, that's fine. Lawyer mum. This has been on the back burner for a while. Lawyer mum earns thousands as part-time prostitute, and husband supports it. A woman has spoken out about what it's like to juggle life as a lawyer, a mother, and a part-time prostitute, having revealed she once even made $55,000 for 3 weeks sex work. Good for her. Let's have a look at the video, see what's going on here. Mum of one, Kathleen Sears, has the full support of her husband, John.
Sears started working as a prostitute 3 years ago at the age of 27. She travels to Nevada where prostitution is legal. She says working in a brothel there is something she always wanted to do.
You can make a job out of this? That's fantastic. Why would I not do this?
Sears admits she is painfully shy, but feels empowered being a sex worker. She says she's so passionate about decriminalizing prostitution, she wanted to speak on camera about her mission.
I think the more we talk about it, the better our chances are of getting the decriminalization that we're pursuing. We're not going to have legislative change if we're passive about it.
Certain situations.
Okay.
Sears and her husband John met at Drake Law School a few years ago when she was already working as a prostitute. The couple is now practicing criminal defense law together in Des Moines.
What do you think of your wife being a prostitute?
I don't really care that much.
Yes, you fucking do. Look at that.
I don't really care that much.
Forced that one out. I don't care. I don't care. I fully support her. I want her to be an empowered, autonomous woman. I fully support the fact that I like the money. I do like the money. I like the extra money. Well, my wife gets dicked down by truckers. Have a hairy, sweaty man. I like the money. And she is supporting my OxyContin habit. I have to buy the pills. I need the since the accident. My leg has never been the same, and I need the pills. And so, even on our law side, the insurance won't cover it. The insurance won't cover it, and it stops me turning to heroin. So she has to go out there. I'm sex with truck drivers. She loves me and I love her. I wish it wasn't this way, but it is.
Couple sees prostitution as any other job, one where consent is required, and Sears has the right to say yes or no to clients.
Prostitution is consensual sex.
Sears typically travels to Nevada where she works in a brothel for 3 weeks at a time and then comes back to Iowa for a week at home.
Hiya, hi honey, I'm home. Oh, did you have a nice time? Yes, I had 72 dicks. Oh, dinner's on. I've been looking after the children while Mummy's been out slanging. No, we don't have to. We have lots of money. We're both lawyers. But Mummy loves it. Yes, I knew it when I married her. But yeah. It's not for me. It's not for me. I mean, God bless her, sure. And if they genuinely are both okay with it, God bless them. If he wanted to go off and do it, if he wanted to be a gigolo, do you think that would be okay? Or would she just be like, yeah, that's a no. Back in the cupboard, cuck boy. Get back in the fucking cupboard. I've got work to do.
How much have you made being a prostitute?
I'd have to get my taxes out and look at it. The best I did was I made $55,000 in 3 weeks.
The past year, Sears took time off to focus on practicing law and on her growing family. Her son is 4 months old.
What do you think is the biggest misconception about prostitution?
Prostitutes are people. The prostitutes I've known are some of the best people I've known.
Not everyone is on board.
Is that the biggest misconception about prostitution, that people don't think that prostitutes are human? Or do they think they're what? Robots? AI? Inanimate objects? Figments of people's imagination? No, isn't that the point, that they are human? And then yeah, I'm sure there are some people that are like, yeah, it's the best job in the world, I love it. But then there's, the majority are probably suffering horrendous abuse and are doing it because they have no other thing. Like, all right, yeah, nice one, rich white lady, yeah, who gets to do it and go and earn a small fortune in a nice legal place and have the option of going back to a loving family that has all the money. You're not doing it to pay for crack. No, the prostitutes are people too, and we should treat them like that. Yeah, well done. Go home to your fucking mansion and go out and earn 55 grand slinging dick for 3 weeks, you know, while your husband looks after the kid. And like, yeah, no, it's great. You know, everyone should do it. Like, yeah, under your fucking circumstances. Gee, don't, right. Triggered by it. Triggered, come on.
With Sears views, she gets that, but wants to end what she calls the judgmental stigma.
We degrade women who are open about sexuality. You're supposed to be this way, and if you're not this way, you're bad. And if you stray from that, you're also bad. So I think it's a lot of indoctrination.
Well, the outro on that was terrible. All right, that's enough. Come on. No, go away. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's enough Catherine Sears. Let's get a crowdfunder together for one of the lobsters to go over there and have sex with Catherine Shears, and then report back. See what it's like. See what a techers is like. See what the sort of the game, you know, the back and forth at the beginning, the banter. See, just and then just write up a little report about it. You know what? Why not? You know, that's capitalism, baby. Come on. She's just doing this as an advert. This is just one big long advert for her on ABC News. Yeah, she's probably just doubled her prices. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Guys, look, shall we have another bit? What have we got? This, where is it? Oblivion. No, that's that. Do we have that Tobacks bit? I cannot remember. Yes, we started with it. Oblivion by Reaper. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Maybe we could send Kenny Ken back to back Kenny Ken over to have a go. Oh yeah, it said Kenny Ken back to back. Kenny Ken doesn't have a passport, so he can't go. Sorry, buddy. No upmarket prozzies for you, mate.
Welcome to Oblivion.
This is naughty. This is a rowdy nugget. This could be a contender. What was there? This and that KC She Runs Sicker remix bit from yesterday. Good week for footwear flingers, man. Yeah, man.
Let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, red pill and posse too. Eltec, no, I didn't get the fucking fridge sorted. Dealing with a mini fridge situation. It's a nightmare. I can fit like 2 steaks in it. It's not enough. Just throw an amen in for no reason. Good. I'm glad. Might as well. Oh, filtering out an amen for the outro. Okay. I'd have preferred a bit more reverb to come out on the amen there a little bit. But that's a nice outro. I like that. That's cool, man. That's Oblivion by Reaper. Great stuff. All in capitals for no good reason. Is that a thing that Reaper does? Yeah. Oh, that's sort of sassy, isn't it? Okay, fine. Great. Oh, where's a mask? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, well. I guess he's one of those. Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, it's Oblivion by Reaper. Great record. Pleased with that. That's good stuff. What's the thing El Hornet said? That dubstep DJs wear masks to hide the shame. Sorry, Funkcase. Where are we? What's going on? How long have we got left? Jesus! Coming up at 11! Constrict! Calms tricked. Your boy, your baby boy, my friend and yours. Brand new show. Brand new Incidental Sonics with Constrict. One of my favourite shows on the station after all the other shows that are on the station. They're all my favourites. All of them. Oh, Long Dog, very sweet. Sweet and quiet now. Just enjoying your time in your bed, just stretching out. Oh, very long. Very sweet. Very dog. So that's good news. And then after that, from 1 until 3, a replay of last night's brand new Gold Top Radio featuring Russian Supremo, new Metalhead signing, Black Barrel. Good banter, good records to be had in that one. And then at 3 o'clock, Rankins Records. Just the best drum and bass vinyl ever pressed. You know this. You know this to be true. This is not something that is up for discussion. Then at 6 o'clock. No, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Eastern Front with the boys. Mr. Merck. Dr. Tang. Conflict. They're just, conflict. Not that one. The other one. It spells it with a C. It's from Estonia. Don't get the two confused. Until, I don't know, at least an hour. And then your boy, Hugh, a.k.a. Duff, with the All Aboard show. Fucking Thursdays are clearly the best days on Threshold. Clearly the best. Right, look, we've got time for one more. Where are we? You ask. Oh yeah, this is fun. I don't know who this guy is. Kyle Sandylands apologises for saying Virgin Mary got chock-a-blocked behind a camel shed. She actually got pegged. Australian radio host Kyle Sandylands landed himself in hot water last week when he made some pretty bold claims about the Virgin Mary. At the time, as acknowledging his severe ignorance on the topic of Christian theism, he managed to piss off a lot of people. Christians, I presume. The team behind The Kyle and Jackie O Show on KIIS-FM uploaded a video on social media which prompted so much outrage they had to pull it off their page. Oh no! In the video, Kyle ranted about the Virgin Mary, aka one of the most sacred identities in the Christian faith, and how she wasn't really a virgin. She said, he's Australian, I guess. I thought Mary was his Jesus Christ's girlfriend, mate, but apparently it was his mother. He high? I mean, if you're joking, whatever, but is that really? You fucking dunce. And the mother lied, obviously, and told everyone, no, I got pregnant by a magical ghost. Bullshit, someone chock-a-blocked her behind the camel shed. That's like the oldest, most hacky joke in the world. The old, immaculate conception. The oldest trick in the book. Oh, that old. Come on, man. That doesn't get any older than that. You might believe everything that's written down 2,000 years ago, mate. To be absolutely accurate, good on you. You dumbest dog shit, mate. It's not hard to see why this would prompt such furious outrage from people who hold the Virgin Mary pretty high in their minds. And comments saw protesters rally outside the building on Monday calling for Sandy Lands to be sacked. Grow up. Fuck them if they can't take a joke. The station is holding on to the star host for the moment, but in the meantime, he offered an apology to people who were offended, which is the classic apology for people who got offended rather than for the comments made. Sometimes you just say things as a joke and it offends some people. He said to reporters yesterday, you don't realise until you've offended someone. Then you hear about it and you think, oh, fuck, that's pretty shit. Grow up, man. Fuck's sake. Yes, people are going to be offended by it, but that doesn't necessarily matter. People are offended by a lot of things. Saying the Virgin Mary got chock-blocked, whatever that means. Chock-a-blocked behind the camel shed. Who cares? Christian Lives Matter administrator. They sound like the sort of group that people would be protesting against. However, in this case, they're being sort of used as a source for the outrage. Christian Lives Matter administrator Charlie Backhos posted a video online tearing Sandy Lands to shreds and asking him to show a bit of compassion to cultures outside his own. You offended Christians, Muslims, people of faith. Did you offend? How would you offend Muslims? You called the mother of our Lord Jesus Christ names. You accused her of sex. You said some disgusting things. Is it true? I did hear this somewhere. Can't remember where. That in that Jesus does crop up in the Quran, but Muhammad does, but he doesn't die because Muhammad does the old switcheroo with him when he's on the cross, switches him out for a ringer. Is that true? Or did I just dream that? Fun story if it is true. Your words are just words, and what you don't understand is there are a lot of fence-sitting Christians out there, and you've angered them and pushed them off the fence towards getting closer to Christ. Oh, okay, so it's had a positive impact on the Christian community then. It's made more people closer to Christ. So why not keep going? You know, why not get out there every day? Why not start your next show with Virgin Mary, smash or pass? You know, take phone-ins for it, you know. Maybe insinuate she was a high-class prostitute working at a legal brothel in Nevada while her lawyer husband looks after the child. Maybe insinuate that. Yeah, look, if that's going to push these on-the-fence Christians closer to Christ, who are you not to? Eh? What kind of authority do you have not to push people closer to Christ? Christ, mate. Maybe Carl might watch his words during his broadcast in the future. Oh, yeah, big talk from Stuart Perry. Wow, you're hard, mate. Shamima Begum wants to return to the UK for therapy. What, the band therapy? Are they re-touring? Ha, 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 ha. What, therapy sessions? Ha, ha, ha. Does she like hard drum and bass? Ha, 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 ha. Pathetic. Anyway, guys, I guess it's the end of the show now, isn't it? Look, 11 o'clock, Incidental Sonics with Boa Constrictor. He is called Constrict because his penis is very long, although very thin, and it will constrict. It comes out the bottom of his trouser leg, out the bottom of his slacks, yeah, out of there, out the bottom of his Kappa trousers, and it winds up and it goes up the trouser leg of a young lady or man, depending on what mood he's in. He doesn't discriminate. There's nothing more discriminatory than having a girlfriend. It means you're discriminating against every other person in the world. It's the most discriminatory thing you can do. So anyone out there that's married someone, you are an A-grade bigot. That you would refuse to become romantically engaged or sexually engaged with anyone else other than this one single person. What kind of Nazi scum are you? Anyway, sorry, that's a bit of a tangent. Yeah, constrict, big, windy schlang. It just goes out there slinging, constricting, while he's at home making radio shows. Sure. Guys, and then at 1, replay of last night's Gold Top with Black Barrel. That's Cruck and Bide. Critical recordings legends with Metalhead's new signing, Black Barrel. He's from Russia. It's fine. They talk about snare drums. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Play some freaking good tunes, man. Oh, I was listening to it last night. Guys, look. Thank you to everyone that's supporting on Patreon. You're wonderful folks. You're decent, honest, God-fearing people. And God knows I'm thankful for it. The VIP list is Greg Hornford, Oliver Hooper, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matty Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, John Finison, BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grief Cooper, Gennady Lightfield, James Parry, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Squiffington, Lee in the Menace Underwood, Dan fucking Morris, Guy With No STDs, Ames MC, Josh Williams, Rob Humphrey, Shibby T, Coco Shiva, Dan Atton, Taran Wilmore, Mr. Poke, Dark Progressive, Cytron, Sachi Superior, Drum Bass, Kris Breaks, The Build, Karissa Barthelson, Odin Bates, Lee Fuller, D, General Jambi Flaxis, Matt Wright, Grant Sullivan, Tom Robinson, Dan Splasher, Connor Smythe, Kevin Kaiser, Chris Shaw, Cosmic Waff, Meat Loaf, Nick Brock, Sean Simpson, Robin Card, Hugh Downer, Sarah Hunt, The Hitch, Marcel Tech, Willow, Ben Vogo, Dan Tweed, Louis Salazar, Big Watch, My Hill, Mighty Danny, Nick Fleming, Carl Lewis, Gordon Les, Carl Williams, Tom Skipper, unfortunately, it's George DC, Anthony Sharp, Claudia Loshmere, Benish from my Shake Image, John Forsyth, Alison Peterson, Godlike, MC Hammer Daddy, your mum, and Leonardo Gervais. Right, so that's that. Christ, there's 3 minutes of the show left. I'll leave you with a song. What have we got? No, I won't. That's ridiculous. That's a pathetic outro. Absolutely pathetic. Yeah, Thursday. So Rankins Records will be at 3. Might pop down to Arcade Base, stock up on a couple of naughty bits, a couple of little nugs, a couple of little hitters, yeah, little rascals, yeah, little doobies. 2 minutes left. A couple of little naughty nugs. You know what I mean? Might get stuck into this. Thanks to D and Squidge. It's got dog hair on it now, but that's okay. We're not worried about that. It's got this delightful cake. There's a lighter around. Get it on. I've already eaten one of his tears, and it was delicious and salty. And I actually took on some of his laughy power. Ha 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 ha! I laughed, repeated. Ha ha ha! Threw my head back and laughed. Laugh! I thought my trousers would never dry. Apparently there were talks. They were conspiring to push said cake into my face. But hard to get purchased from the other side of the room, isn't it? I mean, you could chuck it. Yeah, take it off the board. Slang. You could slang. Could do. But I don't know. I think Wesley would attack. Wesley would defend. Long Dog would, even though she wasn't here, she'd come out of somewhere. She'd come crashing in through a skylight or something. A little bandana on. Yeah, a little cape. She'd be in there biting your ankles. Oh, nightmare. Get it off. Yeah. Anyway, cheers, boys. Guys, look, it's the end of the show. I love you. Hang around, because the rest of the day on Threshold is going to be a fucking blinder. Get on threshold.fm. Get on the app. Tune in. Get locked. And take your pants off now, because they're only going to get wet. You're only going to besmirch them. What's the point? Save on washing. Save the world. Save the planet, yeah. Goodbye.